Welcome back, it's Nan, and I'm back again for a second video today. Didn't expect that, but today we're going to be talking about the Hideo Kojima project that was canceled by Stadia, and we're also going to be talking about another report, a reliable report coming through saying that Microsoft is going to have a What's New for Gaming event on March 23rd. Now, before we get into that, if you haven't subscribed already, please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell to get notified about all my upcoming videos, and hit the like button. It helps the channel a ton. Now, let's get right into this article that comes from VideoGamesChronicle.com, and it's titled, Stadia was working on Savage Planet 2, a multiplayer project, and more. Now, I'm just going to cover the Hideo Kojima project just because that's probably one of the bigger ones here, and it goes like this. The Kojima Productions project is understood to have been positioned as an episodic horror game. Sources indicated that the Japanese studio was keen to innovate in the cloud gaming space, but the deal was ultimately blocked by Stadia GM Phil Harrison last year. This is possibly the project designer Hideo Kojima was referring to last summer when he told the Japanese publication he had recently seen a major project canceled, and he said, "I'm pretty pissed, but that's the games industry for you." And Kojima Productions did not offer a response to this story. But yeah, if you guys remember a while back, it was last summer, I guess, Kojima talked about a project that was canceled. And I do wonder, is this going to come back maybe in the way of a PS5 and Xbox project, or what's going to happen here? I'm not sure. Did Microsoft maybe pick this up? Did PlayStation pick this up? Or is this project just completely canceled? And based on his word, the last word that he made about it, it sounds like it was completely canceled. But a lot of time has passed between now and then. So it's very likely that he could have proposed this game to Sony, to Xbox, to anybody, and maybe they would have picked it up. Kojima is a big name. He's created some amazing projects. You know, he's got a lot of popularity behind him and a lot of supporters that will buy anything that he puts out. So I think that any of these companies, whether it be PlayStation, whether it be Xbox, I don't know what's going on there, would probably be quick to pick them up and put that game on their platform. I'm not sure what's happening there. This is pure speculation, but I did want to put that out there, that he did have a episodic horror game, allegedly, that did get canceled by Stadia. I'm really surprised about that. This could have been pretty big for Stadia, although I have very little faith in cloud gaming at this point in time. But it's a shame. It's a shame because, you know, this is the second time that he tried to do a horror type game. I don't know. I feel for the guy definitely because he has been trying to put out a horror game. This is twice now. So we'll see what happens. But certainly I'd imagine that we're going to hear something eventually about what they're working on because it's been a while since Death Stranding's been out. So in due time, we'll see something. He does usually show his games rather early, so I don't think it would be too far-fetched to see this game in 2021, maybe 2022, like at least a reveal, I'm saying, not the actual release date for it. But on to our next topic, and this is actually the bulk of this video. This is the big one, right? This comes from WCCF Tech. It's titled, Microsoft reportedly holding a What's New for Gaming event on March 23rd. Renowned Microsoft insider Paul Thurrott revealed in a tweet that the Xbox company will hold a What's New for Gaming event on March 23rd. And this was a tweet that he put out. And he says it's to be followed by a What's New for Windows event. And he said no date yet. This was put out February 26, 9:29 a.m. And if you guys remember, this lines up with the rumors from Jeff Grubb that Microsoft acquisition of Bethesda could be unveiled with a major event happening in the latter half of March. But the difference was this was specifically about Bethesda, whereas this report says it's a general one. It's not, he doesn't identify that it is a Bethesda event. So could it be that it is just a What's New event for all of gaming on the Xbox platform, or is it a Bethesda event? It's hard to say, right? We got this event allegedly, then we got an E3 lineup obviously happening too. So maybe they're trying to break it in half, given that, you know, it's going to be a hell of a long event if we're having a whole Bethesda thing happening plus the Xbox side of things. It's going to make for a very lengthy conference, and maybe that's something that they don't want to do. And I think it would actually be better for PR for everything if they did spread it out through the year because, well, look at it this way. There are more moments that way that the Xbox brand is brought up. Now, they are highly competitive or one of the biggest competitions for PlayStation. You know, these two companies are going head to head in many ways in software these days, especially with Xbox buying Bethesda, and what could happen going forward. Are they going to possibly announce the second acquisition, publisher acquisition that we've been hearing about at this event? Who knows? Also, there are a lot of games up in the air right now, a lot. And this comes right after the announcement or the rumor from Jeff Grubb that Elden Ring would be shown in March, at latest April. Could this game show up at Microsoft's conference here? Because they were the only ones to show it. They were the first to show it. There were some rumors and speculation about Microsoft having marketing rights for Elden Ring. If that, in fact, is true, then we would probably see it shown here at this event. If that is the case, it just seems like everything's lining up together. If this is true, that Microsoft is going to indeed have an event, and then on top of that, we're hearing about Elden Ring in March. These two come together. I think it's got to be at this event, which makes it a not Bethesda exclusive event. It's going to just be a general Xbox event. But again, this is technically a rumor, but they do come from very reliable sources. And Xbox has a lot in the pipeline, right? We've been sitting here waiting for a long time saying, well, what is Xbox going to show us? Because they've bought so much, they have so much in the works, yet we have not really seen anything of major substance from them in a long time. And this is coming from somebody who has owned every Xbox platform, who is a fan of Halo, who is a fan of Gears of War. So for me, it's like, it's time that they show their hand. It's time they show what they have, because Sony's been just knocking it out of the park with exclusive after exclusive, and we have not really got anything on the same level from Xbox, at least not in my opinion. I understand people out there may have loved the Medium, for example. For me personally, that was not my cup of tea. That was not a game for me. I did not enjoy that game. I played it for a couple hours and put that down because it wasn't for me. But seeing how many studios they have on the go right now with so many games, I am really looking forward to what they have to show. We are going to live stream it, and we're going to give it the attention it deserves to see what they have to offer, because I will always give credit where credit is due, and I will always criticize when it's necessary as well. I'm not going to just stick to praising one side aimlessly, blindly, because I don't believe that's the way to do things. We need competition. We need these companies to provide us the best experiences possible. But that's all I have for you guys in today's video. Love to hear from you guys. What do you think about this canceled Hideo Kojima horror project? Do you think it's just gone, or do you think he's going to work with Xbox or PlayStation on this title, or maybe something new? And when do you think we could hear about that? And lastly, what do you think of this new Microsoft reported event that's happening on March 23rd? Do you think this could be true? And what are you hoping to see? Like, what are the titles that you're anticipating? What do you want to see Microsoft do? What could make you want to buy an Xbox or want to play their first-party studio games? Let me know in the comments. And as always, if you haven't subscribed already, please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell to get notified about all my upcoming videos, and hit the like button. It helps the channel a ton. You can follow me on Twitter and Twitch. Links will be in the description. And share this video with a friend. I will talk to you all on the next one. Take care.